Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Fashion Week Studio Live. Hey, Bezos 70, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Maria Braze, thank you for joining. Hey, Oceana, thank you. Good to see you. Corco, what's up? Thank you. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Avidel, good to see you. What's up, Tracy Moray? Good to see you. All right. Really appreciate you guys for joining. Oh man, I am so excited about today's IG Live. Don A. Matrix, the man, the myth. Yes. So, Danny, what's up? Good to see you. Susanna, thank you for joining. Dora, good to see you. All right. It's good to see you guys. Jenny, thank you for joining. So we got Don A. Matrix today. And are we gonna have some fun? Man, you guys are in for a treat. We always bring you some beautiful, amazing beings and individuals, man. We are excited about this one today. Buka, thank you for joining. Natanel, Otwa Haines, what's up? I am Miss Liz, thank you for joining. Hershey, thank you for joining, appreciate you. Yes. 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 I hear you, Nathanael. Yes. Yes, so exciting, Tracy. You're right about that. Yes. So Don the Matrix, Don and I have some fantastic stories to share, but more importantly, this man is one of the most amazing trainers I've ever met, one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met. And I'm excited to get into it, as are you, Cart. Hey, what's up, Cart? Angel, what's up? Sky Donald, Sabnin, Sebastian, thank you for joining. Hey, Shayla Byron, thank you for joining. All right, there's Don Matrix. We're gonna pull Don. Here he is, my man. Hold on one second. We're gonna pull the man, the myth, the legend. And here he is.
What's up?
Yes, sir.
Let me get cut up here. My guy.
Yes, sir. Hey, Don A. Matrix. Brother.
Yes, my guy.
Thank you for joining, man. Thank you. So,
it's a good thing, man. It's good to see my guy right here. We got years in history right here.
Oh, brother, listen, we are getting ready to get into it, man, because, listen, I am so blessed to have you on this IG right now, and I appreciate you so much because of not just who you are, what you built, but, man, just our relationship and how we connected. And I'm going to start off with that. So
Hold on. I want to let the crowd build up a little bit. Keep talking to them. I'm going to get my headphones so I can lock off.
Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. Wait till you guys hear, man, how I met Don A. Matrix and how I can say that he is definitely fortified beyond measure. Will, what's up? Good to see you, man. Absolutely, Nathaniel. Can't wait to tell the story. Yes. Absolutely. Mia, what's up? Mia Smith, 22. Thank you for joining. Dan Fit, what's up? Claire, how you doing? Why, thank you, Nathaniel. Yes, yes, yes. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Sandra, what up, Sandra D? How's London? Good, good, good.
Thin here.
Hey, okay. Hershey, thank you for joining.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so Don A. Matrix, my first run-in with this amazing dude was on the set of Transformers. I flew in as support to one of the actors that you were working with, Tyrese Gibson. Big Ty.
That's
and,
it, yup.
Flew in, and there you were training Ty. I got in, and one night we started working out. The first night I got there, it was around 7 p.m. And we go on a run, 6 miles.
We put the miles in, yeah.
Right? And we do the miles. And at that point, I started looking like, man, Don is a beast. Wait, this guy, like, you striding, everything's going well. We get back, and you're like, listen, now we do the training. So we get back, and you have us start doing the training. Which may have been, I thought it was a mistake at the time, but looking back, it was actually rather a blessing, which was I started talking a little crapola. And I said,
yes, you did. Yes, you did. Not knowing who the Matrix was really at that time. Was that was New Mexico, right? I think
That's
New
exactly
Mexico.
right.
We was in New Mexico. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. We used to make film and Transformers. Yep.
I start talking crap, and oh my goodness.
And that's actually where our relationship really formed, right there.
That's exactly. So you push the workout now to about 3 hours after running the 6 miles. And I'm like, okay, in my universe, I'm like, okay, we're probably going to stop here. So I thought it was safe for me to talk a little more crapola. No. Don says, okay, if you think that's what it is, let's run another 6 miles. And I'm like, okay. And so we start running it. And it was at that moment that I said to myself, you know, when I say that I would die before I lose, I may actually die tonight because Don is not stopping.
But you know what? To be honest, you were pushing me also. Like you were bringing it, because I had never had a client or anybody that could bring that out. Like everybody always bailed off. But every time I was throwing something to you, you wasn't backing down. So, you know, inside I'm like, oh my God, this guy really, he might be one of them. He might really be one of those guys. It might be, you know what, but let me, I want to get into kind of like just my journey real fast, just to piggyback off of that, because that's when I first got, I just got into the industry.
Yes.
So my story was, I was living in San Diego. I'm from Virginia.
Yes.
But I had a brother in the military, right?
Okay.
He was in the military, so he was in San Diego. So he bought me a plane ticket to come visit. On that plane, that round trip ticket, long story short, I never went back. I'm like, yo, this is it. California is the place. So I started my fitness journey down there working at Bally's, 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness. And then I ended up started training the San Diego Chargers football team, like some of those guys on there, the Padre baseball team. And then I did some work for the sports agency in LA one summer. And that chairman, that CEO or the chairman of that agency, he's the one that introduced me to Tyrese. You know, when you're in Hollywood, just moving the circle. So he's like, yo, I got this guy, Tyrese. I didn't know Reese at the time or anything, but he was like, you know, good friend of his. So he was like, he need a guy who better, you know how the industry is. You got to be able to do this, got to be able to move there. And he was like, from you working with me, I think you are a good fit. So he was like, can you come up and just, you know, do a consultation with the guy and meet him? Came up, met Reese, we kicked it off that same weekend. He was like, yo, I want to work with you. He went to Philly. I guess at the time, him and Charlie Mack was, you know, working with each other real good. And Mack was in Philly. Yeah, and we had started Transformers in Philly at the time. So he flew me out. We worked it out, and I was on the ride from there. So that's where my whole Hollywood experience came from. And actually, guys like yourself, man, because when you're in Hollywood, you really need that person to kind of give you the tips that's not in the manual, right?
Yes.
So you had already had experience of, DB, this is how you should move. You see, that stuff you was giving me wasn't in the manual. That really was the key points to somebody really sticking around or getting yourself kicked out of Hollywood. So them tips you was giving me on how to move, and you know what I'm saying? So all that stuff was helpful, man. But then one person led to another person. So it went from Tyrese. Josh Duhamel was also on that Transformer set. So I started working with him. So then when that movie was over, those guys Reese paid for me to live in LA. He wanted to keep working with me. Wow. So I kept working with Josh also. Josh ended up marrying Fergie at that time.
Yes.
Fergie was with the Black Eyed Peas, so she started taking me on travel dates with her. So then I started training all the Black Eyed Peas. Wow. So then I look up, I'm on a world tour with the Black Eyed Peas. And one person led to another person. And, it went from that to, Matt Kemp, who was playing for the Dodgers at the time. Mm-hmm. I'm just name dropping now, from Travis Barker to Trey Songz to DJ Mustard to Meek Mill, Travis Scott, Master P, Romeo, Lisa Ray, from the Kardashians right now to Kanye to, Will I Am. Like, the list just goes on and on and on, man. And it's just been a beautiful ride, which led me right here to actually being in my own studio. Yes, and sir. We get to celebrate my 8-year anniversary tomorrow, 8 years on Melrose.
Congratulations. You know what's interesting, DB? What stands out in my mind was when we got back to LA, you were working out of downtown. And I went down there to work out with you. You were taking me through it. And you had the whole 105.9 group down there. QD.
Yeah, big boy radio station. Big boy, right?
QD from Philly, who now has his show.
That's my guy. Shout out to
you.
Yeah, right? Liz Hernandez was there at the time. And it is Liz. Yeah,
that's all right. And we went to lunch right after one of the workouts over at LA Live. We were over there, and I'll never forget this. We were having this conversation, and you sat back and you said, Dave, I'm DB. And that within itself, let me salute you, because at that moment was when I realized that you knew that you were a king. So I salute you, King, because
I appreciate
when you said that, right after that, all of a sudden, man, here comes Melrose. Your store, your gym on Melrose, Dominatrix on Melrose, one of the most famous streets on the planet. And there, smack dab in the middle, is Dominatrix.
There it is. Yeah. You know what? It's really one of them things, man, where I don't think guys like yourself really know the impact that you had on a guy like me. Some of that stuff was what you said, but a lot of that stuff was just what you was doing and me just looking, right? I'm just a fly on the wall saying how you move, how you carry yourself, how pumped you are. Like, that stuff is like, all right, this is the professional that you have to be, DB, to stay on this level, right? It's one thing to get there, but there's a whole nother work to stay there, right? Yes. And I really looked at y'all guys' actions, man, and saw like, all right, this is how I got to be moving. And, these what these guys are expecting from me. So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, man, thank you. I'm humbled, but I have to tell you, you took it to a whole new level. Brick by brick, I had the honor to watch you build your kingdom. And one of the things that stands out in my universe right now is you were honored in Virginia. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that. Going home.
So, that was a big surprise to me, man, because I got a call from the mayor Sam in Virginia, and it was like, hey, when's the next time you're going to be home? I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure. But he was like, well, I got a possible date for you. And it was one of them things, like, we want to present you with Dominatrix Day. I was like, wow. So, every year, so April the 4th is the actual day of Dominatrix Day. So every year I go back and I do like this big hometown fitness festival. And last year or the first year, we missed this year, of course, Corona.
Yes.
But you know, that first year was so amazing. Like the whole entire city came out. And we just had everything set up from vendors, just from health and fitness to, you know, whether it was blood pressure, whether getting your blood pressure taken, or whether it's
Oh,
just
wow.
on site, you know, consultations. We had it all set up from anywhere from health all the way over to fitness where you can get it done. And then we topped it off with a big workout. You know, I created my own workout called the Matrix Workout. It's a resistor band workout. So, you know, everybody end up getting the bands, and we did this big workout. I think it was probably like over 400 people in that gym. And it was special to me because this is the gym where I did, you know, my Tuesday and Friday night basketball games as a high schooler. So now have everybody come back again, you know, just to work out with me was amazing, man. So that was a beautiful thing. Yeah. So every April the 3rd is Donna Matrix Day, and we're going to celebrate it, you know, get it bigger and bigger. So actually one of our goals for that, you know, the Guinness Book of World Records have somebody has the world record right now for the biggest workout, which is 702 people.
Wow.
And we're going for that record. So it's the biggest resistor band workout. Some guy in Australia holds the record right now. 659. Matter of fact, 659 is his number. So we had 400 some people the first year. So we're going to get that, because one of my biggest moves now is going to be getting the Guinness Book of World Record to hold the world record. So we're going for that right there.
Oh, you're going to get 1,000 easy.
Yeah, we're going to get that. We're going for it.
Globally.
Yes, indeed.
1,000.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So
you mentioned the bands. You have your own bands, literally. Matrix workout bands.
Yep.
Tell me about those. And we have individuals who are asking, where can they get the bands?
So what I did was I partnered with this company called Streetwear. All right, so they manufacture the bands for me, but it's the resistor bands. So not the ones that just circle around and go around your ankle. These actually have five different bands. So you got all the way from 5 pounds to 10 to 15, 20 to 25 pounds. Oh, wow. But the good thing is, you know, I'm real innovative with my workouts. So I created this workout using the bands that do a lot of multifunctional movements. My background is athletics, so I do a lot of performance enhancement training with the exercises. And I got to talk about my method that I created also, which is the Donna Matrix method. So my method is something like a basketball or football game. It's 4. Each quarter has 2 exercises. 2 exercises for 3 sets. So with the bands, you know, infused with the method, it's just really been a good thing, man. People are just really connected to it. And the biggest thing, I do that same method with my celebrity clients. And, you know, they'll tell you. So one of the things that I figured out with Hollywood, working with, you know, entertainers, is that a lot of times people clock watch when they work out. Like, I got to be here for an hour or so. So what the method does, I take them away from the clock, and it's like, yo, let's just get these 4 quarters in, right? And sometimes that take 30 minutes. Sometimes that might take an hour and a half. Shit, you know, I done had some clients where it took up to 2 or 3 hours, you know, just them prolonging along. But it's like I'm programming them to say, yo, long as we get this amount of work out of you, we can get the results you want. So that method has been a big key to my success, man, other than being in there clock watching and yawning, you know, training. So I don't care. You know how these working with these lads, they on the phone, assistants come in holding conversations, and they're wasting time within the hour. So I'm like, no, let me cut the hour out and let me base it off of just actual work. So now you can go eat, talk on the phone, go on a conference call. I need this. I need my 4 quarters of work. So that has been wonders and helped changing the game for me on that right now. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna tell you, your method is obviously working. It's brilliant because so many celebs talk about it. And right now, of course, Kourtney Kardashian, you worked with her. Tell us about that. Tell us about that process.
You know, I was in New York. We was on tour with Black Eyed Peas. They were doing a concert in the park, and Courtney and Kim came up in the golf court, in the golf cart, and that's what my initial meeting was with them. So after that, she ended up getting in contact with me, Courtney, after her first kid, and I started working with her then. And now she's 3 kids in, but I started working with her. She brought in Chloe to come do a workout with me. Chloe loved it. Chloe brought in Kim. So then it was all 3 of the girls, and they brought in their other sisters and their mom, and then Kanye. Wow. But it's really been, they have really been a great catalyst for me when it comes to what I was doing and getting that exposed to the world. I mean, these are the Kardashians, so they got, hundreds of millions of followers on there. So they have really done a great job of having me platform my method in these resistor bands. And that's what we use. So it's not like it's the same thing I do with them. It's the same thing I provide to the public to get those same results.
Wow. Well, it's super effective. Yeah. And what a blessing, man. I think that it's pretty remarkable, the amount of gratitude that they flow to you. I think that tells about who you are. And what I've discovered, that there's something very unique about you, Don, which is I've noticed with your clients, you connect with them pretty much on a spiritual level. And when you inspire, like you really inspire, because I'm going to be honest, that night that we worked out, we kept going. It was crazy. We did like 7.5 hours. And I never thought I could do 7.5 hours. Then I realized, wait, what he was doing was inspiring me to keep going. Right. Well,
I got
a whole amazing about the way that you do that.
I got a whole cliche saying that I say is mind right, body ready. Like, get your mind right and your body ready. So as fitness trainers, we already looked at it as getting your body right? But it's like, no, I gotta have. If I can tap into your mental, then I can get you to do whatever I need you to do and push you past levels that you thought you'd never get to. So that has been one of the keys. Is like, man, right. I walk into a session, the first thing I'm yelling in my mouth, let's go, man, right, body ready. I need you to lock in mentally. Yeah. I need the physical out of you. Is connected to kind of build a trusting relationship, and them understanding that I know you are a multi-million-dollar brand, and trust me with your body to not injure you or whatever the case may be to get you there. And they have been doing just that, and I've been delivering.
Yes, you have, in a big way. Congratulations on that. DOD.
Dominatrix on demand. That's what it is. Dominatrix on demand. So what I do right here in this location right here, once a week, I go live. I bring the experience where you can, if you don't live in Hollywood, you can be right here with us. So I invite a few other people out to train with me, and we go live, man. So wherever you are around the world, you can tap in and get that same exact workout. No filters, no, pre-recorded and go edit something out. You get exactly what it is as it's happening. And then I also take that live video and I post it on Dominatrix on Demand so that people all over the world can either download it, they can purchase it and download it, or they can subscribe to it $20 a month and get all the workouts. And we got probably like 82 workouts up there right now that they can go and get from it. It's all different. Same method, but the exercises and everything else is different in there. So those who want to tap in, I gotta let people know though. Make sure this my program is like the graduate degree, the master's degree of fitness when it comes to working out. So
that's right.
Make sure you know all the basics first, or consult with your local trainer. You've been working out and you ready for a new level, because I bring it at a whole new level over here. Yeah.
Which you do. You get results. Results. So I see that wonderful wall behind you.
Man.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Tell me about that wall.
Well, if you're living in the world right now and you don't know what's going on, you must be living under a rock or something. But with the riots and all of the stuff happening with police brutality and all of that, I was like, what can I do with my platform that I have that can help spread awareness to, you know, the Black Lives Matter movement, what was going on. And I know, like, people come to me because they want to see my workouts, right? They tune in on those DOD workouts that I do here. So I was like, all right, this is my platform. Here's my silent delivery to let everybody know these names on the wall. It's 230 names on this wall, all right? And right here in the middle right now, I mean, names that we know, that the Breonna Taylors and the George Floyds are just some of them. But this was my thing. Like, if you're going to come and you want these workouts that I'm giving out, then you're going to have to see and face and understand that everybody's name on this wall was killed within, you know, police brutality in some form or fashion or way. So a lot of times, you know, people say their names. I wanted the thing where you can see their names. Because if I can kind of give you a glimpse of, you know, left to right, you know, it starts there and it goes all the way over, you know, and that's a 35-foot wall.
Wow.
That you're looking at right now. And all of those names, and that's not even everybody. That's just, you know, what's happened thus far. I mean, we had some stuff that happened just past week. Yeah. You know, I might have to make some space, try to get some more names up there, and that's the disturbing thing. That's the disturbing thing about it. So this was just my, you know, my platform of what I can do as far as what I provided, and I just wanted to bring light to the situation.
And I'm grateful for that. Thank you. Thank you for that. Because I think it's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dynametrics app. Tell me about the app.
The app. So the Dynametrics app is pretty much everything Dynametrics. If you want to come to my studio to do a workout, the workout schedule is on there. If you want some of the Dynametrics merch, there's a tab on there for the merch. If you just want to connect with us for the email list, there's a tab on there for that. Also, I've been doing outside workouts now during the quarantine, and we get it right before Corona. We was get a tour with those workouts, so you can do that. I gotta talk about my drink, my body armor drink.
Yes.
You know, I'm Team Body Armor.
Team Body Armor.
I'm not quite sure if y'all heard of that, but you know, everybody from, you know, James Harden to Klay Thompson. I mean, that is, to me, is another one of my accomplishments. I was like, wow, because they put me as a fitness trainer on the level of professional athletes in the sense of NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, NASCAR, you know, golf, and then there was Dynametrics. Yeah, so, you know, that let me know. That let me know brand-wise that I was doing something right. And I got to give you a quick story on how this happened. So they end up, you know, I get packages all the time from people in Hollywood. So they end up sending me a case of their drinks. And so I told my daughter, I'm like, yo, just put them in the refrigerator, you know, and let the people come in there, drink them if it's in there. So we're working out one day. I'm like, Tuesday, toss me a drink. She tossed me one of their drinks, right? One of the performance enhancement ones. And I was like, wow. Like, yo, honestly, and this was before, you know, we got into any kind of contractual deal or anything. Right. I was like, yo, this is the difference. Like, this is the difference. Like, Gatorade, out of here. Like, this is the new, it was like low in sugar, low in calories, potassium, electrolytes, and it just did something to my body. But here was the thing. They end up, because of me, they end up making the sports drink where it was light. They called it Body Armor Light. And it was catered to more like people who were fitness conscious versus the athlete, you know, where they might put a little bit more in there. So if you were fitness conscious about your body, they made everything light and half everything. And the taste was great though. It didn't give you the sour taste afterwards or anything like that. Yeah. So a lot of my fitness people, when I kind of put them on it, it was like, all right, because it's like this right here. And I do my method in 4 quarters. But no professional athlete does a game first quarter to fourth quarter simply by just drinking water to help their bodies sustain those energy levels. You know, the football players, they eating on different stuff during the game to keep those energy levels up. So I'm like, yo, the workout is the same way. You can't just have water alone and sustain those energy levels and perform in the fourth quarter like you perform in the first quarter. So the merge was like a match, and the rest was history. So they kind of, support my whole movement, and this is my thing right here, man.
Wow, body armor. That makes sense, man. Look, hey, listen,
I'm gonna have them send you a package, Joe. We need this phone call. You make sure you give me your information. I'm gonna have them send you some stuff over there.
Absolutely, beautiful,
Yeah.
absolutely. Listen, if you certified and verified, it's real. It's the truth.
Yeah, definitely.
We know. Now,
Yeah.
we've seen models, male, female, globally, everywhere from Istanbul from West Africa, from Spain, from London, definitely Paris, come to the Paris shows and perform. And one of the things that we've seen and started to understand is that fitness is a large part of their lives. And, in my humble opinion, I think if anybody they should lock into, it should be down the matrix.
Absolutely. And I've done a lot of work with the the fashion industry and the modeling, because a lot of that stuff goes hand in hand.
That's right.
So now it's just about having my system, incorporating my system into a lot of those genre now to help people understand. Because what happens is, the reason I did the resistor band thing also was to create a way to get the same results without pounding on the body with a lot of heavy weights. Because as you get older, your joints, your ligaments, that stuff is all different for our guys and myself, like in my 40s, but I still wanted the same results.
Yes.
So with these resistor bands and the exercises that I came up with, you're able to get the same results without all the, the pounding on your joints and your tendons. So when you speak of a model or something like that who don't want to, consistently bulk up or need to stay lean, this was the answer. The Domination training program with the resistor bands is the answer.
Wow. I mean, it really is a brilliant system. I've had the fortunate time to use it. And by the time I finished, I thought I had a full-fledged workout with weights.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get you some of the bands too with your boy in the box right there. We gotta get you the whole package over there. The body armor, drink, and the bands. We'll send you the whole package, man.
Absolutely, man. Because look, you have one. I want everybody to see this. Put it on our platform.
I don't have any now, but if you go to my donnamitchell.com, my website, or if you go to my app, they're on there right now. Matter of fact, if you go to the Kardashians IG, you go to Courtney IG, they just did a whole big article on Courtney has this company Push. So they just did a whole article on that whole thing. As a matter of fact, she just texted me the information. Here it is right here. They just did a whole article on Push about, I don't know if I can see that, about the resistor bands on there.
Beautiful.
Right?
Wow.
So that's on Push right now, first homepage when they come up. And they're just talking about the matrix and the resistor bands and all that stuff. So definitely go check that out.
That just came out today.
Yeah, that just came out today. Yep.
So everybody, Fashion Week Studio presents Donne Matrix.
And when you click on the site, here it is right here, the Donovan. That's your boy right there, Dave.
There it is.
Come on, man. We locked and loaded right there.
There it is. We getting it here first. That's right. Donne Matrix.
Yes indeed. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
but
sir.
It's been really a blessing, man, to be in Hollywood, working with all the stars. Maybe one day I come out with a book or something all about it. But right now I'm still in the thick of my thing, man. And this is not even the top for me. Like I got a lot more in store that I want to break out and do. So I'm just gonna keep pushing, man, keep working and see what happens from here. But we got to give it to our guys over there at Fashion Week Studios, man, and do some stuff over there, all outside the country and all that stuff, man. Because y'all got some big stuff going on too that I need to tap into.
Listen, Donne Matrix. Look, you're already there, sir. We're going to see you in Paris.
Too, though. We got to connect us and make this work out, though. Yeah,
that's right. We're going to see you in Paris. We're going to see you in Milan. Definitely in New York. You know, we'll be doing London. We're going to be seeing you in London.
Now, London, you know, I changed the name to London. I don't call London London anymore. I've been there so many times. I call London London. D-O-N. We changed the name to London. So yeah, but y'all everywhere right now, man. So I wanna tap into that.
Absolutely. Listen, you've already tapped in. Listen, Don. Look, our history, man, is impeccable. And you know, at Fashion Week Studios, we love you, man. We got a lot of respect for you, brother.
Appreciate it.
And we're looking forward to having you come to the shows. Now, I'm getting a lot of push about your app. Tell me the app.
So the app, all you gotta do, when you go to the app store, all you gotta do is type in Dominatrix. You can type in Dominatrix Training or Dominatrix, and then the app's gonna come up. And that's kind of like an all access to me and what I'm doing. We got the big 8-year anniversary tomorrow. So if you're in Los Angeles and you want to come down and experience the workout, you want to come down, purchase the bag, get some merch, it's outside. So it's COVID friendly. You can wear a mask if you want to, but it's going to be outside. So you can get all that information on there. So it's pretty much everything Dominatrix. You go to the app, you can access the Dominatrix on demand. All right, the merch, like all of that type of stuff. So anything that's going on with me is on the Dominatrix app.
That's fantastic.
That's what it is.
Now, the address to your gym.
7704 Melrose Avenue. We right here in between Spalding and Genesis. The landmark would be Fairfax High School. Fairfax High School is, you know, probably 50 feet walking distance right beside us. So if you can get to Fairfax High School and park anywhere right there, you can get to the Matrix. We'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. is the 8-year anniversary. We got it all set up. Got the whole Hollywood set up on this one, man. Private shelves. We got Under Armour coming. They sponsoring it. All that type of stuff.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, man.
You see, I got the number 8 balloon right there.
Yes,
sir. I got the number 8 right there. We getting ready. We got it all set up, man.
Yes, sir. 8 years, Don. Congratulations.
8 years. Yeah.
8 years. Like, you know, that's a huge accomplishment, Don.
Man, blessed to even just get through this pandemic, man. You know, they were burning buildings and breaking windows and stuff, and I didn't even board my thing up, man. And just I've been blessed. It went untouched, you know. And I think it's just a testament to me serving the people and them understanding, you know, that this is a Black-owned business that's, you know, really out here trying to serve the people. So, yeah, the angels were with me.
Absolutely. Dominatrix. So, let me ask you this. What's in the future? What do you see? What's happening?
For me right now, it's pretty much working on, you know, what I have as my own entity. You know, I've been putting a lot of energy and time into, you know, the celebs and building the brand to the point right now where I'm getting some big names that call me, and I'm able to say, you know what, not right now. Like I don't even have the time right now, and it's really about taking that platform now and getting it to the masses.
Yes.
So that's where I'm at with everything, getting it to the masses. So taking the workouts and, you know, getting with somebody to help push this to a mass level, right? Yeah. So I know you were mentioning a while back about the marketing team you work with, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, now it's time to take it there. So that's where we at.
Absolutely, because Dominatrix is certainly a global brand.
Yeah, right? I got it. It's said to get it in the household, make it a household name. That's how we're going with it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, I love it, man. I love it. Because here's the thing, Don. When you come to Paris, we're going to try to figure out, because I want to see you get this world record, right? So we're going to figure out, you know, how maybe, I don't know, maybe do a multi-city scenario. I don't know, at the same time, you know, where, 500 here, 500 there, 500 there, 500 there.
Absolutely.
Whatever it takes, you're going to get that record. You're going to get that record. Because after all, like you told me over 8 years ago, you're down the matrix.
Down the matrix, baby. and you know what? But for me, it's like, and I think it's like this should be like this for a lot of people. It's just about reaching your full potential. Yes. And that's all I'm out here trying to do is just reach my full potential, man. So I just got a lot more inside of me that I'm ready to give out to the people. And it's like, just want to help continue to change lives in a masterful way.
Yes, sir. So let's take some questions. We got some questions out there for Donnie Matrix.
Somebody saying, yay, Donnie Matrix in Paris. I'm with it. I love it.
There it is. There it is.
So isn't there a way they can throw the question in and we can see it or something like that?
Yes.
Is that how it works?
Yes, we're going to field some questions.
Somebody said, where do you buy your water? You know what? Actually, you can get this at your local grocery stores. So they got them in 7-Elevens and all that stuff right now. Or if not, you can actually get it from the website, Drink Body Armor, drinkbodyarmor.com, or just Google Body Armor and take you right to their website, and you can see she want to see the label. Yep. This is it right here.
There it is.
Body Armor, yeah.
Body Armor.
Yeah, somebody said it started in Petersburg. It must be one of my VA people right there, Virginia natives. That's right. Petersburg, Virginia is where it started at. Somebody said, where do you buy the bands? So to get the bands, you can go to DonnaMatrix.com. You'll see a link on there for the bands. And that's one of my favorites right there, Liz. Liz comes, she works over with me here at the Matrix also. So she know all about it.
There it is, a true comrade.
Yes, yes, yes. But that's the connection is the bands. You can go to the website, DonnaMatrix.com. And when you subscribe to the online workouts, you can get 30 days free by just using the promo code DonnaMatrix. So when you subscribe, you can 30 days free. You can try it out. You still got to purchase the bands, but you can get the actual workouts, all of those 82 workouts for free for 30 days. So you can pick which ones you like, don't like, and we add more stuff to the to the app and the workouts and different stuff. But other than that, it should be good. Yeah. Oh, so again, somebody said, where do you buy the workouts? DonnaMatrix.com. You go on the site, DonnaMatrix, DONA, DonnaMatrix.com. Beautiful,
beautiful. Now, Don, let me ask you, where do you find the time? Because like you mentioned earlier, you're constantly getting hit up by certain celebrities that want you to travel with them, come train them for a certain period of time. Sometimes it could be a month or 2 months, or some want you either on a set or some want you in the sports arena where they're working out. How do you handle that? How do you juggle that?
You know what? Now I do it by mainly a priority thing, a project priority, right? So, some people don't have projects coming around, and people don't know what we mean when we say project. A project can be someone has a movie coming up, someone's getting ready for a photo shoot. So a lot of times I prioritize. I've been blessed because I work with a family of, entertainers, to say the least, right? A family of celebs. So it's kind of easier for me because it's like, I just got off the road with Kanye. We was just in Atlanta. I was working with him. And then, the girls meaning the Kardashians called and like, hey, we need you back in LA. So that conversation is kind of easier for me. Like, I'm going over here with, your sister-in-law. I got to go with your brother-in-law. Probably a little bit more difficult when you're working with separate entities. Because it gets a little challenging even within, even with them. So, but when you're working with separate entities, I know that can be a real challenge for me. But I project base it, and whoever got the the up thing coming, they kind of work around with the schedules, and it's industry, so people can a little bit more flexible on what times they can do and all of that. But then a lot of times, I'm doing the Kardashians as a group, or just like as a duo or something like that. So it really works out. When we talked earlier, I was in Malibu at the Malibu house working with the girls. So it's just it's always there's always something different. That's what I like about it. We could be in Calabasas working out tomorrow, Hidden Hills the next day, Malibu this morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see Real I Am over in his studio in Hollywood right after this. So
Wow.
I like the adventures of it. I love the
You
adventures
know,
of it.
it's funny to me, Don. Like, you are one of the most humble brothers I've ever met. And where I'm going with this is this: you are working with icons. I mean, maybe you don't see it, but these are icons, and you're so humble with it, which lends me to not just believe, but to know how you value your work and how you're so focused on your purpose that you look for the end product to the process.
Right.
And it doesn't matter who's in front of you, but individuals like myself sit back and go, man, Don is working with icons. And I salute you, man. That's so amazing, man.
Well,
Like,
you know, I think one of the keys for me with that is when I approach a project or a person, I don't come with the glitter eyes of Hollywood. I'm giving you the same energy I'm giving Kanye, right? And I think that what makes the difference in just the individual me. One of the difference in the individual me is I'm not treating you any less, him any more, or you any less, right? I'm going to get greatness out of you, like I'm challenging him to get greatness out of him. So, and I take that approach, man. So a lot of times I don't even see the icon thing unless I go with them, unless I'm on their job, right?
yeah.
On their job in the sense of if I happen to go to a concert and I'm seeing thousands of people yelling and screaming for this person, and I'm like, oh wow, like, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, it's Hollywood. You got to stay, keep your head down, keep your head on the swivel, and
Yes.
you know, don't
That's
ever
right.
forget what your job is.
That's
Don't ever
right.
get why you're here. Right.
And look, above humble, you're also brilliant, because that is absolutely right.
Yeah, don't forget why you're here.
Absolutely.
Real. You know, some people get a little beyond themselves and think they the principal sometimes. You know, and you'll get remanded in this industry quick when you don't get the phone call back.
That's right. That's right. So we have a question. What's the best software to use to manage PT clients, please?
You know, the software I use is called MindBody, MindBody. MindBody, I've been using that software for about 8 years now. It allows me to do everything from my group, you know, it manages my group workouts to my individual clients to even me doing events. And
Wow.
they even have it now where they have, you know, I'm going to move my DOD, Done Images on Demand platform. My platform for that is Vimeo right now. I'm
Okay.
switching that over to do it on MindBody. So I
Good.
kind of two thumbs up that system. They always on call, helping you set up. It's real easy to manage. I come to find out a lot of these studios are using that MindBody system.
Oh, wow.
So if you happen to go use MindBody, make sure you tell them Don and Matrix sent you.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Wow, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
We got plenty of other questions in here.
Yes.
Who's that?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Someone who says, what's your advice? Who's this? Tracy Murray. What's your advice to others striving for success?
Yeah.
This gonna sound simple, but it's not simple as it sounds. But you gotta stay true to yourself. I mean, you can kind of speak on it. You gotta stay true to yourself, because at the end of the day, that's where you're gonna find your joy at, right?
Yes.
Not what somebody else is suggesting for you or thinking you should do, but whatever's true to you, right? And when I say whatever, I'm talking about whatever.
Yes.
Whether you know that's going doing some stuff that's against the grain,
That's
or
right.
whether that's following the status quo. As long as you can sleep with yourself at night, and
That's right.
you know nothing's in your head that's bothering you about why you made that decision. And I think that's one of the things for me. And I'm gonna give you one example. I'm gonna give you one example what staying true to yourself is.
Yeah.
So I I wear what I call, you know, my sports rag on my head when I train, right? I started doing this years ago. Well, one reason when I'm in the gym, you know, the gym sometimes people doing bench press and all that stuff
Yeah.
and leaving sweat. So I needed something on my head, so I wouldn't get it on my head. But then when I put it on, it kind of helps me, you know, it's like having a hat on, right?
Yeah.
You just feel closed in. Like I was able to zone in, and this is my mental thinking for myself. And so, long story short, it became a part of my giddy up.
Yeah.
I'm saying stay true to yourself, because when I started getting my clientele started getting bigger and bigger, and I was going on like keeping up with the Kardashians, E! News, Access Hollywood. You know, a lot of people was in my ears like, "Oh, you might not want to wear that, or you might not want to." But I'm like, this doesn't defy my character, right?
That's right.
This, right? So I'm like, true to myself is, you know what? If they don't want to work with me because I got this on,
yes,
then it just don't work with me, right? So I was willing to take that chance of them saying no, but this is what true to myself is. This is my thing. It doesn't make me a bad guy. It doesn't. This is what football players wear under their helmet. Those guys.
Right.
So it's probably. I mean, we know what it is, right? So people tried to change that truthfulness about me to go on that level, and I was like, yo, this is what I'm presenting. And at the end of the day, they wanted them results from me. They heard about it, so they dealt with it and know that this is just my giddy up.
Wow.
And that's it, man. So that's my example of just staying true to yourself.
Well, I would tell you, man, great advice, because I've watched you do that. There's a client of yours, Devon Franklin.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Devon Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
I love Devon. Amazing dude, right? And he always, gives you shout outs. Like he's always constantly letting people know, because he does his IG live and he's on there working out at your studio.
Right.
So this effect that you have on people, man, all came from you being true to yourself. What you built is phenomenal. What you built, I admire and I respect. I love how you inspire others. I love your caring nature, man. And I think that globally, globally is what individuals could utilize to enhance themselves, you know?
Right.
Because you do more than just this physical. It's physical, but it's something more. And I keep saying that because, but individuals, let me just say this to everyone who will watch this interview, that it's different when you're in the presence of Don B, because he's right there in front of you while you're training. Usually you see trainers just stand on the side and it's like, go. Okay, do that, do that.
I'm jumping in. I want part of the work. You can't have all the fun by yourself. I want the work too.
Say that again.
Hey, you can't have all the fun by yourself. I jump. I want the work too. I got to get in. Yeah.
That's right. That's right, man. And that, I'm telling you, that within itself, and the way you do it, the way you connect, it's magical and it's effective. And to circle back to Devon, man, the other day I was at the Bad Boys 3. This is before the coronavirus hit.
Oh, yeah.
The Bad Boys 3 premiere. And I saw Devon. And I was so happy to see him. I hugged him. Devon, what's up? Man, this dude was so yoked, dude. I was like, Don.
He gets it in. He gets it in. Yeah.
It's him. Yes, it's him. But I know that you helped him to realize that within himself. And he wears it well. And I'll tell you, man, you're always, anybody I talk to that knows you, it's always high compliments and high regard, man.
Appreciate it.
So I just want to say to you, man, listen, I am so happy that you're doing this interview with Fashion Week Studios. We look forward to connecting and doing more with you once things open back up. Like I mentioned, Paris, Milan, and New York is next. And the next shows we'll be doing. We definitely want to see you there. But I want you to download us one more time because this is the 8th year anniversary. I want you to download us on, so it starts tomorrow.
It starts tomorrow. The information is on my app. All you got to do is go to my app or either my IG page. I'll be posting on this page today all the information to be. I want you all to come on and be a part of this anniversary, 8-year anniversary. So we're gonna make this. It's a pandemic. It's Corona, but we got everything set up where it's Corona safe, providing masks, all that stuff. So you can go on my IG page and get the information. If you want to get the workout, you can go to DonnaMatrix.com. If you want to just keep up with everything Donna Matrix, you can download the Donna Matrix app where you can get the merch, the workout, and also you can sign up for the local workouts here at the Matrix Studio here on Melrose in Hollywood, California, baby.
Absolutely. What time tomorrow?
5 o'clock. So the festivities start at 5. We got games, giveaways, and then it's from 5 to 9. But I'm here to do what I do. So at 7 o'clock, the main event is actually going to be the workout. So whether you're working out or not, you can still come to the event. It's almost like going to a concert. You can watch us work out and still participate in the games and stuff, or you can come to work out. But either way, we're going to be doing it up real big.
We're going to send a representative from Fashion Week Studio, and we'll make sure that they tap your shoulder and let you know that we're in the house. We definitely
done deal. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Now I just want one more question because this is a good one. So before we end, and it was, who was your inspiration growing up? That's a great question.
It was a few different people. So you talk about inspiration growing up. I mean, that goes all the way back to, if I just had to start it at middle school, right?
Yes.
It was, I'm just kind of thing real fast. There was a guy named Fonseca Mason. He was a barber in the city. He had played ball and all that stuff, but he took me under his wing in middle school and started shaping me, and he was my inspiration. And then when I got in high school, you know, it was my high school basketball coach, Coach Lawson, who had started shaping me from there. And when I got in college, it was, you know, a guy by the name of Dr. Leon Bay, who actually was the dean at that time. Then also a fraternity brother, man, who helped write, you know, my letter for me to get into the organization. So it was, yeah, it was different people. And, you know, when I got to San Diego, you know, along the way, you just pick different people to help prepare you to that level. So it was, you know, in Hollywood, it was the chairman of the sports agent of the Black Sports Agents Association, Andre Farr, who helped, you know, get me there. And, you know, just a lot of people along the way, shit. Dave, you just being in the industry before me not knowing anything about the industry, like, that was an inspiration to me, seeing a guy who looked like me, talked like me, you know, who's driving force in what he's did, all of that stuff. So, you know, the list just keeps going on and on and on as far as inspiration.
Wow, man. Yeah. Well, you're definitely an inspiration to many, man. And we look forward to building with you, Don, and your brand, Donna Matrix. And look, I'm going to see you next week for lunch, yeah?
Done deal. It's on. Right. I call it a done deal. D-O-N
a done deal.
A done deal.
I said, Don, thank you so much for doing this interview, man. We appreciate you, man. We love you, brother. You know, we're inspired by you, and we want to continue to build our relationship here.
Done deal, my man.
Okay. All right.
Peace out,
Thanks,
people.
Don.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, brother. Peace.